as always, tweet out the stream. Okay. As always, tweet out the stream. Oh god, I forgot to mute. Great. Now we're just about set. So let's get going. Oh, also, I did some looking at while I was trying to make some clips, and the audio for the game was actually really soft, so I'm going to bring that up just a bit. That should be fine. If it's too loud, let me know. But I was making Twitch clips from some stuff that happened last stream, and maybe it was my mic picking up too much sound, but yeah, like, it definitely wasn't really that great. Like, you could just barely hear the characters being, or like the characters' voices, and you actually can't hear the BGM like at all. So I brought it up just a little bit. Anyway, here we are. Last time, apparently there's something that's being hidden from us, particularly from our group of friends, like Ageha, Anchan, Mabo. Supposedly something big happened after the old secret base was demolished. We don't know what, and nobody wants to talk, so that might be one of the first things that gets cleared out. We'll have to see. Anyway, it's morning. Alright. I jumped straight out of bed. My whole body is full of energy. Finally, the summer vacation has begun. There's so many things that I have to get to work on. Alright, let's do this. I get started making breakfast. Because it's summer vacation, everyone won't wake up for a little while, but still. I have to head off to the secret base, so I get everything prepared. I make an assortment of dishes that can be eaten by just heating them up. Hossa! Chop, 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 chop. I cut the cabbage at an amazing pace, if I don't say so myself. The other guys in the dorm, Kotori, the Kazano sisters, they aren't waking up, are they? Even though from today we can focus all our attention on the glider. Ah, Hat, you've come at the right time. I pick Hat up and hold him in my arms. I need you to hear me out. Even if you don't want to, I need you to hear something, so I'll just take up a bit of your time. I've got a girlfriend! Wait, what? That happened? I had definitely told the guys at the all-boys school I went to that I was going to a co-ed school and get a girlfriend. And it actually happened. It's actually happened. Ageha Himegi, that cute, enticing girl. We're not strangers anymore. We've done this and that. We've so much. Mutual love, lovey-dovey. So what do you think? You wish you could be the same, right? Somehow Hat seems to be quacking in a way that says he couldn't care less. Mutual love. You're right. After putting it into words, I feel uneasy. In the end, yesterday, all we did was kiss. I still didn't get to hear Ageha's feelings. That was what I was talking about. Yeah, I guess. Even though it's the holidays, I still have a lot to do.
久しぶりに誰も起きていないところをうろうろしようと思ったのに。
And what will you achieve by laying around?
うろうろすること自体が目的よ。
Well, can't argue with that logic.
もうしばらくずっと部屋の中以外で一人きりになんてなってなかったから。
Well, you've been busy doing other things, right?
これからがいよいよよ。
Exactly.
だから夏休み初日の今日ぐらい一人きりになれると思ったんだけどな。
Ah, sorry. Don't mean to intrude.
いいわよ。おかげであったかい朝ごはん食べられるし。
After eating, will you go out?
そうね。あの二人も起こして。
Ah, a message. It's from Ageha. I have a slight feeling of unease. It's from Ageha. She says bring Kotori. Head to the secret base immediately.
あら、命令？珍しいわね。で、それだけ？
Yeah, that's it. Just like her. Sorry, Kotori. I lied. Actually, the last part.
私のものなんだから来るわよね。
That was the last part. Let's go. Without reading the last part, I immediately delete the message. I can't have anyone reading that.
私と葵くんだけで風と姉妹は呼んでないのね。
It seems that way. But we can't just leave them here. Oh boy. Whoa, what's happening? I round up everyone and head towards the secret base.
なんでしょうね。アゲハ先輩のことだからまた何か新しいことを思いついたのかも。まったく会長を差し置いて何やってんだか。葵くん、あなた知らない？
Nah, I haven't heard anything. And why do you think I would know?
そりゃあねえですよね。
Hey!
そういうことです。
Again? This is increasingly coming out at expecting times. Were you okay yesterday?
昨日までの私はあーちゃんの手にかかってペンに召されました。ナムナムアーメン。
Namo namo amen. You receive various forms of retribution, I guess.
そしてここにいるのは神聖ホタル、略してシル。
That's stupid. I don't get you.
滴ります。ポタポタと、じっとりと、ねったりと。
Do you even know what you're talking about?
そう。
Jeez, in this way she really resembles her sister.
で、結局あなたたち付き合ってるの？はい。
No, no.
言いたいところなのですが。なんだ。うわ、びっくりした。落ち着きなさい。青兄が受け入れてくれないの。ダメじゃない。
What? Am I not good enough?
当たり前でしょ。女の子の望みを聞いてあげないなんて。
You think this is funny, don't you?
さあ。久しぶりに食らった。
That's what you get. It's punishment for acting stupid.
それでホタルさん、なんでハバネ先輩を名指しで呼んでるのかご存知ですか？
Yeah, I want to know that too.
私も知らないの。
I guess if we don't talk to Ageha, we won't
で
know.
も今日もモーニンググローリー来ませんでしたね。
If it came now, we'd be in trouble. If we want to get the liner finished on time, we need to get things clear with Ageha.
ほーい、待ってたよ。
Oh? You're wearing your uniform.
この後学校行くからね。夏休みだけど私服でうろうろしてたらやっぱ飛び岡がうるさいでしょ。
And Amane?
ああ、頼まれていたものがあってな。
She asked you for something?
おう、そうそうそう。それで小鳥に来てもらう必要があったの。私に何かしら。脱いで。ええ、いいわ。おお、小鳥も乗りツッコミができるようになったね。そうじゃなくて何の話よ。これよ、これ。
As if yelling out, "Ta-da!" Ageha triumphantly spreads out some kind of blueprints. Is this part of the glider?
コックピット？おう、さすが。
Is this? I think back to that night we looked up at the stars after exams finished. Before that, Ageha told us about those climbers on Everest, that she wouldn't fly, that the two who would fly would be me and... This is Kotori's cockpit?
イエーイ、あったり。
Kotori looks at the blueprints in amazement.
この前言ったでしょ。ドイツ製のを元に天音先輩に設計してもらったんだ。ああ、ただ設計とは別にどうしても必要なデータがあって、それが小鳥の寸法だったりするのです。
So that's it. For bicycle races, we often had our leg and arm measurements taken when we ordered customized road race bikes. So in other words, this cockpit will be made exclusively for Kotori. Only she will be able to use it.
というわけで寸法を測るから服脱いで。葵、脱がせてやって。ちょっと待って。葵は嫌？いいわけないでしょ。葵は平気だよね。
As if I am!
あれ、そうなの？脱がせるの好きだと思ってたのに。
Don't make me out to be some kind of pervert. It's not like I don't like it, but... give me my feelings back from yesterday.
じゃあホタル、後が怖いので遠慮します。
With a sliding noise, she fades into the background.
朝ちゃん、夜ちゃん、右に同じ。みんな使えないわね。
You can't talk!
じゃあ仕方ないわ。私が普通着たまま測らない？ほら、洋服のサイズなんかそうじゃないの。ちょっと待って、待ちなさい。あなた、目が、手つきがなんかやらしい。いやー、このところいろいろといろいろとオロオロするのを、あらあらお代官様お許しをうらうら脱げがマイブーム。そんなの今すぐ終わらせなさい。やだ、ほら脱げ、とっとと脱げ。いや、葵くん、なんとかして。
Yeah, seriously, Ageha, stop! Don't force her.
葵のエッチ。
Why am I a creep?
腕の長さ測るから脇にメジャー当てがうのよ。座高を測るからお尻に手入れるのよ。ほら、触りまくりじゃない。本当にもういやしいんだから。
You're the one with a filthy mind!
大丈夫、葵に対してだけだから。
That's even worse! Everyone takes on an expression of being fed up. Look, no one's amused by your stupidity, Ageha.
ごちそうさまです。
What? What does that mean?
下長いの。膝から下が長いのよね。座高も低いし、まったくもう羨ましい。それじゃあ私は学校行くから、何かあったらよろしく。私もそろそろ向こうに顔を出すとしよう。みんな楽しんでくれ。
Have fun.
じゃあまた後で。
With the master of craziness gone, the secret base seems to fall deathly silent. Whew. I kinda feel exhausted.
どこからあのパワー出てくるのかしら。
But you kind of don't want to lose her, right?
まあそうね。
Alright, I'm going to get down to business.
私も。私としてはアニハ先輩の活動内容に興味があるのですが。そして私は働く青兄に興味津々。素敵。
Go home!
私に厳しいこと言う。それは私を認めてくれたということ。嬉しい。これでまたあーちゃんに近づいた。
Don't come close to me! If there were two Agehas, I'd be terrified!
今 1.8 人ぐらい。アゲハ分 80%。
There's one, 8 of us. Age only counts for 80% of a person. Get away from me!
子供は
are you on about?
もちろん未来の話。
Even if I smacked you, you just don't learn, do you?
あれもまた愛の形。不思議な幸せ。目覚めちゃったかも。
Are you just as crazy as them? The older sister likes to shout at people while the younger one has a hidden side about her. The future of the Himegi household is in jeopardy. Time passes by in a flash, and before we know it, the sun is going down. Ageha walks in with an air of self-satisfaction, dragging some strange-looking equipment behind her in a cart. Actually, the cart is being dragged by the members of the Touring Club. What they receive in return is a smile from our club leader. If we were to give those kids a picture of Kotori, like some sort of cash card from Kotori Bank, we could use them to our heart's content. Well, putting that aside, what is that? What Ageha is dragging is a plastic pole framework with a seat and monitor inside. It looks like some sort of video game housing from a game arcade. It takes up the space of a small bed.
で、それ、もしかしてシミュレーター？あったりー。
I got it straight away. The driver's seat position is the same as a glider. There's no foot lever.
そういうこと。上半身だけで全部操作できる例のあれを実際に作ってもらったわけね。持つべきものは器用な友人たちってことで。
To make this, you've been going around all over the place?
はいはい、そういう顔しない。協力してもらったってことはそれだけこっちのハードルも上がるんだから。手間かけて作ってもらって失敗しました、飛べませんでしたってなったら最低最悪にカッコ悪いでしょ。
That's true.
そうね。
Kotori earnestly inspects the inside of the imaginary cockpit.
いつもパソコンでやってたシミュレーター、これでもできるから。天音先輩がこのコックピットに合わせてソフトの調整もしてくれたの。
So that's what you meant by have... so what you meant by have fun was this?
葵もやるのよ。あっちのパソコン使って2人でね。そうね。私は実際に飛んだことないから葵くんに教えてもらわないと。
That's some serious responsibility. Alright, I'll do it.
それじゃあ仲良くね。私はまたちょっと出かけるから。
Huh? And then Ageha runs out without giving me a chance to ask any questions.
風とともに去りぬですね。風のように舞い、風のように去る。どこから突っ込むか迷うので突っ込まないでおくわ。ひどい。
And before I realize it, Hotaru has disappeared. It can't be. Into the shadows?
アゲハが襟首ひっつかんで連れてったわよ。頸動脈締まって白目向いてた気がしたけど。
You're just imagining things. It's just your imagination. I really hope it was just your imagination.
そういうことにしておきましょうか。
We quit thinking any more about the business of the Himegi sisters and start practicing on the simulator. Phew.
コツつかめてきたわ。
Man, flying is going to be amazing. Because I've built up experience of actual flying, even just using the simulator brings back all those old sensations. But in the end, the simulator is still just a simulator, and it can't compare to the real thing. It makes me want to fly even more. I want to hurry up and fly!
私もよ。あのシミュレーター使ってみて初めて本当に自分が飛ぶんだ、自分のこの手でって実感したわ。
You're not scared?
怖い？どうして？言っとくけど落ちる恐怖って言うならもう経験済みよ。
Kotori lightly taps the area around her knees. Ah, that's right. The injury to your knee. That was from some kind of fall. That's what I heard anyway.
それでも飛びたいの。空に行きたいの。
Yeah. For me, even if my knee was completely healed, even if it was possible for me to go back to racing, I don't think I would. I mean, I like racing, but I love flying even more. Kotori nods cheerfully. We exchange looks and confirm each other's conviction.
ってなんかお邪魔だったかな。
Like what?
いやなんか邪魔しちゃ悪い雰囲気だったから。そんなことないわよ。あれそう？すごくいい感じのカップルでそのままチューの一つもしそうに見えたんだけど。チューって
Chew that! No, I'm kidding.
恋愛のすぎるわ。男と女がいればそれだけでカップル？男と女がいないとカップルにならないけどね。
Not necessarily true. You can make a couple out of a guy and a guy and a girl and a girl. We don't judge. Doesn't always have to be het. It almost sounds like she's saying something deep, despite saying something completely obvious. Well, anyways, I'm sorry to Kotori, but no matter how pretty she is, I have no intention of kissing her now. Because I've got myself a girlfriend now. Even though today we weren't acting like boyfriend and girlfriend at all. Even if we're boyfriend and girlfriend, there's no change.
そうそう。それで今ちょっと盛り上がってて、二人にも意見聞きたいわけね。
What is it?
ゆかさんがね、前にお菓子のスフレと似たようなものだと思ってたんだって。
She does like souffle. Similar to what?
セフレ。
After a moment, Kotori goes bright red.
これってあり？なし？なしです。間違えるにしてもひどい。絶対ありません。よしよし。なしに1票。ちなみに私はありね。私も昔プリンオプリンが仲間だと。聞きたくない。
Kotori yells out, turns a wheelchair around and heads into the next room.
あらら、怒っちゃった。失敗失敗。で、葵くんはってどうしたの？
I had actually fallen down to my knees. I feel like I might collapse at any second.
あ、ちょっと？
It's nothing. Just... I get dizzy and bump into the wall. I stagger off into my room. For some reason, hearing about Kaneko's silly word mistakes, I start to get this really bad feeling. Yeah, we kissed, but we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. I like Ageha and want to be her boyfriend, but even though I have, Ageha hasn't made her feelings clear. She's making me think I am, but avoids the topic. Ageha doesn't think I'm her boyfriend, but just when I think this way, I feel it keenly. That's a shock, like a collision. It's like falling into an abyss straight down to the bottom. Without thinking, I take out my cell phone. Ugh. Pick up, Ageha, come on.
おい、どうしたの？
At a time like this, it would be good if her mother would pick up to give me a chance to compose myself. Are you free?
あ、ごめん、あんまり良くない。ホタルと愛をかけての最終決戦中。青鬼、私はいつまでも青鬼を愛して。じゃあ、私人の男に手出したこの泥棒猫。
What the hell are you guys doing? This is no good. There's no chance we could have a serious conversation like this.
あ、でもちょうどいいや。真面目な話。
It's like no matter how far away she is, she can read exactly what I'm thinking.
専門部に調べてもらってた27年前と今年の気象状況なんだけど、やっぱり似てるわ、ものすごく。天音先輩の計算でもやっぱり似てるって。
That means it's seriously going to occur this year?
相手は天気だから絶対なんてことはないけど、そうだね、だいたい 30% ぐらいの確率ってとこ。
Is it that low?
普通の年なら 0% だよ。それに比べればすごい高確率じゃない。
Yeah, I suppose so.
で、もう一つ。これは28年前。
The year before the Morning Glory occurred.
図書館でその頃の新聞チェックしてて見つけたんだけどね。
She was doing that kind of thing?
去年のあれ、覚えてるよね。
As if I could forget. That last flight, the thin, wispy corridor in the sky.
あれは本物のモ モーニンググローリーじゃないんだけど、でも27年前に出現したその1年前にもやっぱりあんな感じの細い雲が出現したんだって。新聞の地域欄に小さな写真が載ってたわ。白黒だけど間違いなく去年のあれと同じもの。
So in other words, it's looking more and more the same.
ええ、だから 30%。
That's enough. I clench my fist. If there's a 30% chance, that's more than enough. It's worth taking the risk.
さすが私の男。
I called about that, but...
待って、ほらホタル、どうやって抜けたの？
Hey! For a while, I could hear clattering and commotion on the other end of the line.
ごめん、話なら明日聞くから。じゃあ。
Hey! Wait, hey! But she hangs up the phone. Ah, what the heck? Without thinking, I fling my cell phone onto my bed. If the morning glory really is going to happen, I'm happy about that. It motivates me more. But if the one who's supporting us, if Ageha sees me as nothing but a plaything, in the end, is that the reason she won't respond clearly to my confession? Ah well, I guess just fooling around is cool too. No, it's not! After putting it into words, my feelings erupt. What's up with her? Be straight about it! Quit messing around! That's it! I'm done with this! I yell out in exasperation and throw my body onto my bed. So... done. I try to force out a laugh. I'm so over this. With that kind of girl. That sly vixen. Damn! My fury reaches its absolute peak. Ah! Screaming out, I dash out of my room. Gah! Screaming even more, I break into a run. That sucks! This isn't cool at all! It sucks! Damn it! I like her! Ageha. Ageha. Her eyes, her hair, her fingers, her lips, her legs, her whole body, her personality. I like everything about her. I want to be with her forever. But still, she... I fling both my arms towards the waning moon and howl until my lungs are spent. Everyone eats breakfast restlessly.
怖いです。そうよね。
Everyone walks in together. Hey guys.
葵くんは知ってる？
No, what?
うちのクラスの何人かが昨日の夜狼の遠吠え聞いたそうなんです。日本に狼はもういないわよ。じゃあ狼みたいな動物の野良犬にしてもちょっと怖いわ。そうですね。モーニンググローリー出るのって早い時間ですから、その前から起きて準備しなきゃいけませんし。滑走路広くて隠れる場所ないもんね。怖いよ。
What they're talking about? Could it be me from last night? After we eat breakfast, we head out to the secret base. Ah, she's not wearing her uniform today. So I guess she'll be here all day. Alright, today's my chance to talk to her properly.
全員揃ったところで集合。大事なお話があります。
Taking the phenomenon from last year as an omen, the chances that the morning glory will occur this year are relatively high. She carefully explains this, showing meteorological data and newspaper articles from the time.
本当に来るのね。モーニンググローリー。ああ、絶対とは言い切れないが、今年来なかったらこの先また30年は来ないだろうな。それなら来るわ、必ず。根拠ないですけど、 30% も可能性あるなら私も来ると思います。去年のすごく綺麗な空と雲、 そこに飛ぶ白いグライダー忘れられません。そうよ、今度は私たちが自分たちの翼で飛ぶのよ。飛びましょう。やれやれ、私賭けは嫌いなんですけど。
Don't say that. Let's all do our best together.
勘違いしないでいただきたいんですけど、私別に反対してるとか、いや私だってみんなで作ったもので飛べるならそれってすごいことだと思ってますし。
It's okay. We understand. I pat Yoru on the head. Oh look, it's the Yoru version of this. Hooray, I feel like this is rare enough for the first screenshot to come into play. Yoru turns red and becomes stiff. Oops, I treated her the same as Hotaru.
やめてください。困ります。こういうセクハラ的行為は好きな人にやるべきだと思うのです。
Yoru's voice is shaky.
それとも先輩は誰にでもこんな真似をする天然の女たらしなのですか？
No, you're right. I managed to stop myself from blatantly looking in Ageha's direction, but I could keenly sense that Ageha is staring at me.
ホタルさんに悪いです、先輩。
Oh, yeah, I guess you could say that. I could feel Ageha's stare becoming more intense.
とにかくです。私だって反対してるわけじゃないんです。モーニンググローリー見てみたいんです。だからですね。もうあまり恥ずかしいこと言わせないでください。みんなで頑張ろうだよね。
Wow, she's turned bright red. Yoru is a cute girl.
よし、それじゃあやりますか。
Yeah.
うんうん。
Ageha smiles happily. Jeez, all she has to do is smile and I suddenly become all happy inside.
ああ、それからごめん、みんな。もう一つ大事な話があるの。
Eh? Everyone takes on a puzzled look.
いよいよ本番が近づいてきたし、グライダーの改造ももうすぐ終わるわけで、今ここではっきりさせておきたいことがあるのね。モーニンググローリーは記録によると高度 2000m かそれ以上のところに出現するみたいなの。
2000.
去年のあれは 1000m 程度だった。正直2000は私たちには未知の世界よ。順調に離陸上昇できたとしても、その高度まで行くにはどうしても時間がかかる。そしてモーニンググローリーが出現しているのはそれほど長くない。機体は複雑、つまり飛べるのは2人。うん、そういうことなんだ。空の回廊を渡るチャンスは多分一度きり。2回行ければって思ってたけど、ほとんど可能性はないと考えた方がいい。だから空の回廊を渡れるのは2人だけ。
And including Amane, there are 6 people here.
なので今正直な気持ちを聞いておきたいの。遠慮はしないで、むしろしちゃダメ。思っていること、したいことをはっきり言って。
Ageha finishes speaking and looks around at everyone. The other day, in the dorm garden, everyone expressed their feelings of unity. But more than just having those feelings, I guess it's important that we clearly make the important decisions. I understand this more than anyone, having experienced a situation where, before a bike race, all the team members have to decide who will be the one person to participate. The one who gets the ball rolling is Yoru.
2人しか飛べないなんて前から分かってたことじゃないですか。実際に飛ぶのは先輩たちに譲ります。
Next, she urges Asa to speak up.
私は空飛ぶの去年見てすごくいいなって思ったし、あの綺麗な翼に乗ってみたい、あれで飛んでみたいって、それでソアリング部に入れてもらったし、雲の回廊っていうすごいもの、私が飛んでみたいっていう気持ちは 正直あります。ありました。
She changes to the past tense.
でも実際に作ってみて飛んでもみて
Asa and Yoru have both seen. Asa and Yoru have both been to the glider area and tried flying as a guest.
私には無理だって思いました。怖いです。怖すぎます。飛ばせてもらう後ろに乗っているのはできますけど、自分で飛ばすなんて怖すぎました。もっと練習すればできるようになるかもしれませんけど、今からじゃ。だから先輩たちにお願いします。私の気持ちも乗せて飛んでください。もっと練習すればできるようになるかもしれませんけど、今からじゃ。私じゃダメです。
Kotori calls on Asa, who buries her face into her lap. Kotori gently pats her on the head as she burrows her eyebrows. Then she declares,
私は飛ぶわ。コックピット作ってもらったし、飛びたいし、飛びたいから、何が何でも飛びたいから飛ぶの。要するに飛びたいのよ。雲の回廊を。今本当にやりたいことはそれだけ。小鳥らしいよ。かっこいい。ありがとう。天音先輩は？先輩が設計した機体なんだから、先輩にも権利はありますよ。いや、私は遠慮するよ。これはもう君たちの機体であり、君たちの夢だ。私は高いところは怖いし、去年のあの機体が飛んだことでなんかもう十分だ。
Ah, Amane has honestly graduated from gliders.
そういうことで私のことは以後気にしないでくれていい。わかりました。ありがとうございます。じゃあ私ね。私は飛ばないわ。
She says basically the same thing she said the other day. She's happy with taking a supporting role. Someone has to do it, and it's important that someone who has a strong desire like Kotori be the one to fly.
まあそういうわけで、私これからもあちこち動き回るけど、
Huh.
みんなと気持ちは一緒だから。この翼を飛ばせたい気持ちは誰にも負けないから。分かってるわよ。大丈夫。先輩がどれだけ大変かよく分かってます。じゃあ最後、葵くんね。
Huh? Oh, Ageha stares at me. For me, there's nothing else but flying. My mouth partly moves on its own. Since last year, I've thought of nothing but flying. I've been practicing, that's all I've been doing. So the option of not flying. I wonder what I would say if Ageha said she wanted to fly. Would Kotori step down? Would I decide to hand the reins to her? The dream of the girl I like. I wonder what I would have done. For me, that isn't an option. I declare without looking at Ageha. But I can tell that Ageha gives a clear nod.
まあ順当ですね。先輩が飛ばないなんてありえませんから。それじゃあ決まりね。私と葵くんが飛ぶ方担当、アゲハが後方支援、朝と夜には全てのお手伝い。でももし誰かに何かあれば可能な限りみんなで手伝うこと。もし私が飛べないことになったら朝かアゲハお願いよ。はい、頑張ります。葵くんは怪我しちゃダメだよ。代わりいないんだから。
Hey, that kind of talk.
いやいや、この中で飛行資格持ってるのは私は去年で分かる通り無理だぞ。そういうこと。葵は体調管理を万全にすること。 大会前と思えばやれるでしょ。
Yeah, I guess.
無理するのは私とか朝ちゃんたちバックアップ組。代わりがいない人は休むのも仕事のうちよ。
But in that case, I'll have even less time that I can spend with you. I say this with my eyes. But Ageha looks away as if she doesn't notice.
それじゃそれぞれ頑張りましょう。
Our wings. Our wings.
それじゃあ私人と会う約束あるんで。ちょうどいい。私も戻る。私たちはシミュレータね。
Ah, okay. All I can do is follow Ageha with my eyes as she leaves in high spirits. And so the days fly by in an instant. The everyday coming and going to and from our secret base. Creating our glider and practicing how to fly it. I even made an appearance at Anchan's factory. I exhausted the earnings I had saved from my part-time job on numerous sessions of actual flight training at the gliding field. And before I know it, it's August again. It's already halfway over.
ついに来たのね、この日が。行きましょう、早く早く。おはようございます。おはよう。やっぱり今日もアゲハは？はい、あーちゃんからもし間に合わなかったら動画撮っといてって言われてます。
It had been more days than I could remember since Ageha last showed her face. At first, I had tried calling and mailing her, but response was limited, according to Hotaru. She was spending her days running to and fro and heading straight to bed after returning home in the evenings. In time, my willpower waned. I simply resigned myself to silently taking care of my day-to-day business.
ところで葵くん、どうしちゃったのよ。最近まずいわよ。
Ah, I had been racking up failure after failure in the simulator. Misreading the wind, failing to adjust. On the other hand, Kotori was starting to leave me in the dust with diligent daily practice.
いよいよ今日なのよ。しっかりしてよ。
I know, I got it.
葵、行こう。
Ah, I had already gotten used to Hotaru walking close to me long ago. She would hold my hand and grab onto my arm.
いやー、来たな。
よ、
Anchan?
いよいよと聞いてな。
俺もいるぜ。
Oh, long time no see. This might be about the stuff that they were hiding from me.
寂しいこと言うなよ。ま、充実した休みを過ごしてたんで仕方ないけどな。
The most?
こんにちは。
Oh, leader.
いろいろ彼が言っているみたいだけど、何一つそういう事実はありませんから誤解のないように。
まだ何も言ってないよ。
すぐに言うでしょうから先に言っておきました。
そうなんだ。実は俺たちラブラブで。
Understood, leader.
しんどい、あかりさん。
さあ、やるわよ。
We all moved on. We all moved on Kotori's command. Anchan, Masatsugu, and everyone else who was willing lends a hand. 3, 2, 1. Pull the long white wings onto the flat cars and push them to the body. Do the same on the opposite side. And... It's done! The gorgeous, pure white structure of a glider appeared in the middle of the garage. It was finally complete. Our wings, our glider.
できてみるとなんとも不思議な感じだ。私の頭の中にしかなかったものがこんな風に。 いえ、あまねちゃんの設計図があったからよ。さらに遡れば、あまねちゃんが一人でも頑張っていてくれたから。だから私たち知り合って集まって、こうしてこれを作ることができたのよ。絶好調ですね、小鳥先輩。今だけは仕方ないわよ。だね。すごいよね。できたんだよ、私たちにも。そうよね、本当にできちゃったのよね。
うん、いい出来だ。
すげえ、あんちゃんの OK 出たぜ。
いや大したもんだ。学生レベルの仕事じゃない。
まあ私たちだけだったらそうなってたところですけど。だよね。遺憾ですが事実と認めざるを得ません。
アゲハだろ。この辺なんか特に。
Anchan slid his hand across the white wing.
ここがきちんとできてないと最悪空中分解しかねないからな。正直言って出来が良くないようなら飛ぶのはやめさせようと思ってたところだ。
うわ、でも人を乗せて飛ぶものだし命がかかってるんだから当然よね。アゲハ先輩に感謝です。
I kept my mouth shut. I knew that what Anchan was admiring was Ageha's hard work. At times when I didn't go to the gliding field, Ageha had come and completed everything without taking a moment's break. It's almost as if my eyes have been stolen.
アゲハはどうした？
I heard she's meeting with outsiders, that she's too busy to be here today.
そうか。時にお前らうまくいってるのか？
Hey, just when I thought I would be the one asking something personal like get beaten to the punch. By all right, you mean...
お前ら付き合ってるんだろ？だろ？ホタル。
Hey!
ホタルと付き合ってるんだっけ？
違う、付き合ってるのもあーちゃん。制裁。
I know what real squeeze means, but for some reason it felt kind of like I had been brainwashed to imagine a pair of hands slowly squeezing my neck.
私は愛人。
You're imagining things again.
そして略奪の日も近い。
It's not!
なんだ、問題ないじゃないか。
I have a lot of problems with it.
あ、どうしたどうした？
Another nuisance sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. This is starting to get weird. It's definitely going to cause trouble.
アゲハの話か？お前ら今喧嘩中なんだろ？
How is this rumor getting around so fast during summer vacation?
そりゃ校内でよくアゲハを見かけるのにお前はいないんだからそう思うだろ。
So she's been at school.
実はあかりさんが気にしてて。
Worried, huh? Sorry, I just wonder what she's up to.
いや、一体いくつの部に関係してるんだって。
What on earth is up with her?
実は双子か三つ子だったりしないかってのも言われたよ。
Unbelievable. There's not enough room in the world for 2 or 3 of her. But it does mean that she's running around enough to create the illusion that there's more than one of her.
俺も見かけたけど、なんつうの、笑顔なんだけどさ、危機迫るってやつ、アンタッチャブルな感じで。
最近のあーちゃん怖い。
だよな。
Scary.
お前ら喧嘩でもしたのか？
No, not at all. I wouldn't be able to fight with her right now even if I wanted to. This is the first time I've heard that she's projecting such an aura. Are we for real? I wonder if we're really a couple.
今ぐらい来てもいいのにな。せっかく久しぶりに昔のメンツ揃ったのに。
Old, you say?
そういや、あのアゲハ、あの時みたいだな。
Old self.
ほら、秘密基地の。
摩擦ぐ。
Masatsugu's face seemed to say he'd go no further. Back then.
いや、なんでもない。
I remained calm at first, but then a monstrous force roared at me from the depths of my heart and started to seethe and boil over. Hey. I pressed toward Masatsugu without a moment of hesitation.
いや、待て、葵。
やめろ、葵。
Anchan's words stopped me in my tracks, though I couldn't help but continue to glare at Masatsugu. Masatsugu hung his head in
お
shame.
前、まだ聞いてなかったの？
Well, I heard that something had happened, but Ageha would say no more than that. Like Masatsugu, Hotaru held her head in shame like a scolded puppy.
そう。知らないの？
What in the world happened?
俺の口からは言えないけど、ホタルのそう。
Why the heck not? Anchan suddenly surveyed the secret base for some reason.
お前ら、ここのことを秘密基地って呼んでるんだってな。
It is, but...
なるほど。だからか。下手するとあいつ、もう二度とここに来ないぞ。
Huh?
せっかく機体が完成したのに水を差して悪いけどな。
Hey, wait a sec. Why did you say that?
完成したからだ。
That doesn't make any sense.
そう思うなら行ってこい。呼びにだよ。俺たちはこいつを滑走路まで運んでるから、その間に連れてこい。
Okay. I left as if I had been driven away. I guess I'll try to mail her first. I just said that the glider is finished and asked her where she was. No response. Well, I guess I could have predicted that. I called a different location. Of course. I returned to my dorm for the time being and changed clothes. Then I headed to school. I called the Himegi household. According to her mother, Ageha left soon after Hotaru left, but it seems that she was still wearing her school uniform at that time. In other words, she must be at school. Ageha, don't think you can escape from me. There you are.
葵、なんで？
Don't worry about that. Just come with me. This is an important day for us. What could you be doing here that's so important?
あ、待って。でも用事が打ち合わせが。
I suppose you'll say you're doing this all for the Soaring Club? If so, I don't think you'll find anything more important than the glider's completion. If you don't come, I swear I'll say it out loud.
脅す気？
Sure, I'm going to threaten you. Just like a coward, I know who hides this and that and is always running around from place to place.
強者って何よ？
I'm obviously talking about you. All of that aside, I want you to tell me what exactly it is that is more important than the completion of the glider.
それは。
You have nothing to say, which means you've got nothing. I grabbed Ageha's wrist. Are you going to shout? Resist? Are you going to make enough noise to get everyone's attention?
ずるいわよ。
Which is it going to be? It doesn't matter, so just come on already.
いや。
Aren't you a member of the Soaring Club? Haven't you been working hard for this? Have you not worked as hard as you possibly can? If that's the case, you have no excuse for missing the maiden flight.
やだ。行かない。
Why not?
やだもんはや。いや。行かないったら行かない。
This... Why? Is she being so stubborn? Before long, I started to think that I should abduct or kidnap her, but at that moment, that's when I realized the feeling inside of me. It wasn't that I liked Ageha, it was something else entirely. It moved me. I decided to take an action other than what Anchan had ordered me to do. Okay then, if it's for something other than the flight, will you come with me?
はい。
Then let's go. I assure you that this has nothing to do with the runway or the glider.
何言ってんの？
I ignored her for the time being and grabbed my cell. Ah, Kotori? Sorry, but I wasn't able to get in touch with Ageha. Today is starting to look hopeless for me, so you and Amane should take care of the maiden voyage. Say sorry to Anchan for me. I heard an extremely angry voice on the other end of the phone, but hung up anyway. While I was at it, I also decided to turn my cell off. Well, that should just about do it.
ちょっと本気？
Well, let's go. I grabbed the stunned Ageha by the arm and left school. We'll head to Flags first.
え？
Ageha was dumbfounded as I pulled her along and headed to Cafe Flags, which is famous for its date courses. Aren't the pastries the feature menu? Well then, we'll take two. 1,300 yen for one, huh?
そんなお金？
If I take off from the next gliding practice, I'll have more than enough.
そんなダメよ。
If you're not coming, what's the point? I'm not going to fly.
そんな。
You're the last person who should be saying anything. You couldn't even come to see the completion of a glider we've been working on over the entire year. This is as delicious as it is expensive. An elegant flavor. I really had no idea what you was talking about. Well then, moving on. I gripped Ageha's hand tightly.
もう話して。
I'll only let go of you if you come with me.
それ意味ないじゃない。
Are you implying that you'll run off if I let go? If you're going to quit the Soaring Club, that's your choice to make. But if you're planning to stay on as a member, won't you at least come with me?
意地悪。脅迫よ、それ。
If my club lost even one member, it would affect everyone. Have you forgotten your own words?
それは。
If that's how it is, I'm sure that Tobioka would be more than happy to put an end to our activities. I'm sure he'd argue that it's not a real club and that gliders are too dangerous. Is that really how you want our year of hard work to end, Ageha?
違うわ。そんなこと。そんなのは。
Well, we could save the serious talk for later. How about some ice cream? That's right, cookies and cream is your favorite, isn't it?
なんで知ってるのよ。
You probably told me at some point. I guess it was probably last year at around the time you became friends with Kotori.
あんな前のこと。
I remember everything about you, Ageha. I gently let go of her hand. Ageha didn't run away. Well then, where to next? We went outside with both drink and ice cream in hand.
どこ行くのよ。
We finished our ice cream. With plastic bottles in hand to protect against the heat, we hit the road. There. It's just about time. This was the last place. This was the last place we were happy together. But the way things are going now, it's going to be harder and harder to get along that well again. Don't you agree, Ageha? I ignored Ageha's silence and pressed on for an answer. Do you really think of me as just another classmate? If you do, I'll stop.
そんな違うよ。
I see. That's good. I took a deep breath. The worst of my fears had been avoided. Well, shall we sit? I climbed up to a gentle slope of grass and sat down. From there, we could look down on the lake. Ageha sat down right next to me. These CGs are just getting more and more adorable. Well, I'm sure it'll start any second now. I strained my eyes to see the other side of the lake. Ageha and I both saw the same thing. A faint green expanding on the opposite shore. On it was something white, no different than a calmly spinning windmill.
あれが。
Ah, it's the improved version of the Soaring Club's glider. Our wings.
完成したんだ。
I told you, didn't I? Anchan was complimenting your craftsmanship. Said it was the work of a pro.
やった。
That makes you happy, right?
そりゃ当然でしょ。
So why wouldn't you at least want to be there for its maiden voyage? Oh, it looks like it's about to take flight. The aircraft arrived in a fixed position. The people moving around it were faint, even when I strained my eyes. I guess that Anchan and Masatsugu are covering for me this time.
本当に飛ぶの？天音先輩と小鳥で。
If you're really worried, we could leave here and make it in time to warn them, should we? I'm not in the mood to just leave you here and go off on my own. We'll go together, or neither of us will go.
そんな。
How could you justify going out on a date with me, and yet you missed the maiden flight of the glider? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I just waited without urging her to answer. Oh, it's about to take off. The white aircraft moved. Come on, Kotori! I instinctively wiped the sweat from my brow. If there is even the slightest defect. Ageha bent forward with excitement. As soon as the graceful white wings seemed to start moving, they were rising into the air. It flies! We did it! As if it were dancing in the wind, the forward-swept wings of the aircraft turned over the lake's surface. It soon reduced its altitude and landed in its starting position.
もう終わり？
It's a first flight of a new model. You can't overwork a prototype during the experimental stages.
あ、そっか。
You're shaking. I took Ageha's hand in my own. Much like my own, Ageha's hand was drenched in sweat. It had a pleasingly cool feeling to it. It said more about Ageha's true feelings than words ever could. Ageha, I guess it's time I ask. I heard from Anchan and Masatsugu that something happened, but nobody would tell me what. They said I needed to hear it from you. Everybody likes you, you know. If they didn't, you'd be ignored and they'd cut all contact. I'm no different. No, actually, I like you more than any of them. That's why I'm the one who can't bear to not know what's going on. If you don't hate me, tell me this at least. Tell me whether or not something happened at the old secret base. Ageha was silent for a while after that. I kept my hand on top of hers. While I kept watch, the glider rose into the air for another flight. The forward-swept wings turned in the opposite direction from before, left the water's surface, and climbed in altitude. Then it quickly landed back on the ground. Once the aircraft's movement stopped, Ageha took a deep breath.
ちょっと長い話になるよ。それにみっともない話。
Nice. It can't be that bad.
情けなくてだらしなくて呆れるよ。
Ah. I gently stroked Ageha's finger.
昔の私たちの秘密基地。
We had some good times there.
うん。でも葵が引っ越した少し後取り壊された。
I see.
それがすごく辛かった。あそこは私たちの場所。私たちみんなの場所。葵はいなくなっちゃったけど、あそこにいつか戻ってくるってそう思ってたの。
It was a childish presumption. It was an easy way to reason with things. But when I heard that the place that we used to always play in was gone, I felt like a hole had been poked in my heart, though I could hardly admit that to her.
葵がいなくなったのすごくショックだった。葵がせっかく告白してくれたのに断っちゃって。 そのままお別れしちゃって。
Right. To be rejected. That was a shock for me.
あれはあの時は
You didn't like me enough?
違うよ。 OK するつもりだった。でも怖くなっちゃったの。
Of saying yes.
だって告白されたらカップルになるんだよ。特別な2人。じゃあ他の人は？あんちゃん、マーボー、ホタルは遊ばなくなるの？それが嫌だったの。みんなが仲間でいられなくなるのが。
Is that the reason you rejected me?
うん。だから言ったでしょ。情けない話だって。でも葵がいなくなっちゃって私が振ったせいだって思ったの。
I can kind of see how she'd get that impression. When I left this town, I was rejected by Ageha and actually felt like running off with my tail between my legs.
その後すぐ秘密基地が取り壊されることになって、壊されるからもう近づいちゃいけないって言われて、そうしたらもうみんな集まらなくなって、それ私のせいだって思ったの。
Did everyone go their own separate ways?
うん。だから私守ろうとしたの。
Our secret base.
うん。壊されなければみんな元通りになる。また集まる。葵だって戻ってくるって。それで取り壊し工事の始まる前の夜、家を抜け出して入り込んで、工事の人たちが最初は気づかなくて橋の壁から壊し始めて、その頃うちのお母さんが気がついて探し回って、お母さんに聞いたあんちゃんが近くに来て、そこで私工事の人に見つかって、壊れた壁を伝って上に逃げたの。一番高いところで壊すのやめてって泣きわめいて、丸くなってここが壊されるなら私も一緒にって思い詰めてた。
Wow.
自分でもおかしいと思う。でもあの時はそうするしか考えられなかった。どんなことをしてもここを守ろうって。結局あんちゃんが登ってきてなだめられながら抱き上げられて、それでおしまい。
This story.
知ってるの近所の人だけ。あんちゃんやマーボー、ホタル、いつものみんなだけだよ。それで私秘密基地が壊されるところ最後まで見られなくて、次に見た時はもう何もなくなってた。それでもう葵は帰ってこないんだって、みんなももうバラバラになっちゃうんだ、もう二度と一緒に遊べないんだって分かって、しかも秘密基地があった場所にウィンディーなんかできて、うちの店もその中に入ってそこで商売やってるし、正直ウィンディーすごかったし、だからウィンディーを嫌うのもできなくて、どうしていいかわからなくなって何もできなくなって。
You stopped replying to letters and New Year's cards.
うん。あの後1年ぐらい私ホタルとしか話さない暗い子になってたから。
You?
そうだよ。その頃の写真もエピソードも知らないでしょ。
You're right, I don't.
でまあ一応だんだん立ち直ってきて、進学したら友達もできるようにはなったけど、 親友って言えるような相手は誰も作れなくて。
Ah, yeah, that's what you were saying. I hate to say it, but I had no idea that the talk of her trying to please everyone had such an unbelievably heavy story behind it.
で、人付き合いは多いけど親友のいない私の前にいきなりトラウマの根本原因が現れたわけ。
Me, you mean?
どれだけ私が驚いたかわかんないでしょ。
Understand. I was unable to ride my bicycle due to the injury. It could have been worse.
だね。でもそのトラウマくんは
I wish you wouldn't throw that word around so much.
いつの間にやらグライダーなんての見つけちゃって、あんないかにも秘密基地でございって感じの場所私の前に持ってくるんだもんな。
That may be true, but
でもまあ最初のうちはそんなに気にしてなかったよ。メンバー違うし活動内容しっかりあったし。でもあの時飛んだ後壊されるのを見た時、
that flight I took with Amane, the final flight, I too felt the impact of the garage's destruction.
バーって蘇ってきちゃったの。昔のこと。秘密基地壊される。守らなきゃ。
So because of that, thinking back on it, Ageha's eyes were different back then.
あれでもうトラウマ完全復活よ。
I tried to be cheerful, but my hand in hers was shaking and soaked in sweat.
それから1年。また新しい秘密基地ができた。私たちの場所、私たちみんなの秘密基地、今度こそって誓った。もう大事な場所がなくなるのは嫌。私もあの頃とはもう違う。今度こそ守るの。何があっても絶対に。そう心に決めてた。だから
Ageha fixed her grip on my hand. Her voice quivered.
だから告白なんかされて私が特別だなんて言われてダメなの。ダメだったの。受け入れたらまたなくしちゃう。また秘密基地なくなってみんなともまたバラバラになっちゃう。そう思っちゃった。
Tears slid down Ageha's cheeks. I continued holding her hand in silence. I see. A number of things had finally made sense. So that explains her behavior. Ageha gave a deep but silent nod. You wanted to protect everyone's place.
だから外でいろいろやってたのは飛び岡の邪魔が入るようなら出勤できなくしてやろうとか。
Wouldn't that be breaking the law?
まだやってないよ。計画だけ。
Still, it's no good. You're really obsessed with protecting things. Ageha unveiled what seemed to be an extremely forced smile. Sorry, you didn't show up at the secret base, so we thought you were trying to put distance between us.
そう思われても仕方ないよ。話さなかった私も悪かったから。
But why didn't you talk to us about it?
だって嫌われたくなかったから。一人で工事現場に立てこもった子だよ。普通変だと思うでしょ。 今だって秘密基地守るためなら何でもしちゃうよ。悪いことだって多分やっちゃうよ。ね、引くでしょ。ドン引きするでしょ。
Now that you mention it, there were times when I wanted to knock over all of my competitors while racing against them. If we're just talking about thoughts, everybody has them. That's just how it is. Right now, I want all the other guys who approach you to disappear. I want to have you all to myself. If I can't make it a reality, I can at least dream about it.
そんなことを思ってるんだ。変態。
You're just realizing that? Hearing that creeps you out?
うわー最低。近寄んないで。青い菌が映るわ。
I guess that's the kind of reaction I've come to expect.
まあ青いだし許してあげる。
Thank you. The truth is that I had been avoiding talking to you about my leg injury. That's why I can't really blame you for keeping secrets from me.
うん。ごめん。
It's fine. I need to apologize for getting all worried without contacting you. Ageha groped my fingers and fixed her grip again. Warmth returned to the palm of my hand. But I understand your past and your trauma, but why did you try to distance yourself from the glider's completion? It's something that everyone at the secret base made together, isn't it? Wouldn't that be something you'd want to treasure?
だからよ。
It took Ageha a few moments to open her mouth.
作るのがみんなであれ作っていくのが楽しすぎて、あれが完成しちゃったら秘密基地の楽しい時間が終わっちゃうような気がして。
Ah. So that's it. I finally understood what Anchan had been saying. You won't come because it's complete. Like myself, Kotori and everyone else, she had strong feelings about the glider. However, Ageha's feelings were far, far stronger than any of us could have ever imagined. Though she had been cheerfully trying to avoid showing her face, with such strong feelings for the secret base, the glider, and for all of us, she fell victim to overthinking. If she were to lose any of it, she would never be able to forgive herself. Having brought her back from the old secret base, Anchan had understood this. You are seriously...
バカでしょ。
Yeah.
認めるの。
But something's wrong with me if I say you're stupid. After all, what would that make me for liking such stupidity?
ババカか。
Babakaka.
バカの2乗。オーバーラップしてるの。
Stupid. I wonder if we can make it echo.
採用しよっか。バカ青いにエコーかけて。
You are stupid! Aoi, current altitude is 500 meters. It's so hard to say! So now you smile. That's the first smile I've seen out of you today.
そう？
Yep. With Ageha's smile, something inside of my heart melted and flowed out and away from me. Ageha's past and my doubts dissolved completely. Ah, they're flying again. I wonder if they're trying to adjust something. Having been motionless on the opposite shore for some time, the glider rose into the air for a third time. This time it drew 8 letters as it flew.
操縦してるの。小鳥かな。
Could be. Amane hasn't flown in a while and probably hasn't been practicing either.
大丈夫かな。
Whoa! The aircraft suddenly tilted forward. The pilot compensated quickly, so I'm sure that was on purpose. I probably shouldn't be seeing stuff like this. It can't be good for my heart.
葵が飛ぶとき、私いつもそういう気分なんだけど。
I really had no idea. Sorry if I worried you.
やっとわかったか。だからあれ作るの必死だったんだぞ。勉強していい資材使って腕上げて、事故が起きたら一生立ち直れないから。
Ah, I'm very sorry. My apology came straight from the heart. I'm going to be flying in it after all. That said, if I were to have an accident in something I myself built, I really don't think I'd think much of it. I had never considered the feelings of Ageha, who had never flown herself. I'm really sorry.
絶対に無事に戻ってきてよ。
Sure, I promise.
絶対よ。
Oh,
信用できないな。そうだ。葵の一番恥ずかしい話、一つ教えて。もし無事に戻ってこなかったら、それみんなにばらまくから。
what kind of harebrained idea is that? You're horrible. A real human being would never do that.
さあさあ言ってごらん。保険ってやつだよ。無事に飛ぶための。
Ugh, I've never seen her eyes shine so bright. An embarrassing story. Well, there's one that immediately comes to mind. It comes to mind, but the story...
あるんだね。ほら言ってよ。それで葵のフライトの無事は保証されるんだよ。
Though I really have a bad feeling about this.
別に途中でうっかり口滑らせたりはしないよ。
Nope, I'm ready and raring to go. Even if it's not intentional, it seems like this story will hit the streets overnight if Hotaru is any indication.
姫木保険は皆様からの熱い信頼によって運営されております。丸。
I wonder if there is a less trustworthy sounding guarantee in the world.
で、どんなの？葵の最高の恥って。
I wouldn't use the word shame. Well, here I go. Before, at the school building, when I decided to take Ageha on an unconventional date after Anchan told me to go get her, when I realized at that time, what I unfortunately realized, Ageha waited, her eyes shining even more than before in anticipation. When I tried to speak, my face began to warm.
赤い。
Shut up!
ほら頑張れ。
You know nothing of people's feelings. I took a deep, deep breath. Okay, here I'll go. I'll tell you my most embarrassing story. I hope you're ready for it.
おお、来い。
I took another deep breath before speaking. Alright, hold on. We in there. I, Aoi Minase! I fell in love with Ageha and Meggie! Ageha seemed flabbergasted.
いや、それは知ってるけど。
No, you didn't! I just said like before. Like, you know, that word can have different meanings. Like as in liking an old friend, liking a buddy, liking a friend, liking a true friend, liking a lover, liking a sibling, liking a parent or a child. I like you, that's all there is to it. I like you more than anyone. I really like you. I see no one but you.
こっちが恥ずかしいんだけど。
I'm not going to let you off the hook so easily. This tale gets even more embarrassing. The best parts are yet to come, so listen up! Once I started talking, I couldn't stop. When I kissed you, my heart was beating like crazy. I was so excited. But I knew you had grown accustomed to you, and having you around just felt right. That's why nothing really changed after we were done. It would probably even be the same if we got married. I felt as if I were watching steam shoot out from her ears. But recently I've had no idea what you've been up to, so I couldn't help but worry. I didn't know, so I got irritated, couldn't calm down, and got angry. But I couldn't ignore the feelings in my heart, and on the contrary, they only got bigger. What you were thinking and what you were doing, I wanted to know and understand. I wanted to be closer to you so that I could understand. But the other was you. I didn't realize it at first, but... Is this love? Is this love or something else? In the past, I mean, back when I confessed my feelings for you, I liked you, but it wasn't the same as how I feel now. This is the first time in my life that I felt this way. This is my first time to be in love. You're my first love. Do you have a problem with that? I said it. I said it assertively. Let's get the hood. Oh, special hood, guys. Special hood. Oh, let's go. I could feel my body temperature rise suddenly. Sweat was dripping off of me with new drops replacing the old as fast as they fell. I said it. I really said it. I want to die. I snatched the air out of my torturous shame and writhed in agony. What did I do? What did I just pour every ounce of my strength into doing? Ah! I'm stupid! Stupid, stupid! I'm so stupid! A shame that will last a lifetime. A suicidal shame. Shame, embarrassment, I could die. There's no use in arguing that this is enough shame to justify death. This is how Ageha responded to me. You can say whatever you want. As if my embarrassment broke out from inside me, an old calmness returned to my heart. I said it. As you requested, I told you a story that is so embarrassing I would not be able to go on living if it got around. Don't tell anyone. You'll regret it if you do. I'll repeat the same things to you non-stop from morning to night. If we die, let's do it together! Ageha's finger coiled around my own. Ah, a gentle grip. An extremely gentle grip. That moment, something like a white light spread inside my head. Then I get the feeling that several seconds, several tens of seconds, or even several minutes may have passed, but I have no way of knowing for sure. When I came to, Ageha was still sitting next to me, her fingers intertwined with mine. Ageha had what looked like the semblance of tears in her eyes. We stand up and start walking. Yeah? Speeding up before stopping in front of me, Ageha spoke without turning around. Of course. But she continued to walk in front of me. I couldn't see the expression on her face. Asa was the first to find us. Ugh, we're late. Are you okay?
確かに設計通りの性能だが、あれは私では無理だ。私もすぐには無理。
Kotori was on the brink of exhaustion.
シミュレータと動き方は同じなんだけど、G とか こっちの緊張が別物よ。
連れてきたか。
Yes. I heard everything.
ああ、聞いたか。
Anchan's eyes seemed to ask if I'm okay. It's fine. I still like her.
そうか。
Anchan gave me the slightest of nods.
アゲハの腕は最高だぞ。今のところ飛行には何の問題もない。
Ah, I never had a doubt in my mind. Not in the slightest.
偉そうにこの。
Anchan and I gave each other a bro fist. A bro fist?
見ててやる。思う存分飛んでこい。
Ah. Across the room, Ageha was talking with Yonu about something. She showed none of her sweetness from before. She instead took on the form of an earnest technician. I'm determined to fly the glider. I'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. That is the figure and face that will support me on my flights. Ah. At that moment, I felt from the bottom of my heart just how happy I was to be in love with her. And I flew! On new wings, I flew high into the skies for the first time in a year. Oh!
ちょっと待って、早い、動かすの早すぎる。
I could see Kotori having a fit in the rear, but I ignored her and tested the glider's performance in a variety of ways. This new aircraft moves as if it were a part of me. It smoothly goes wherever I want it to go. The front of the wings show precision response to air currents, allowing me to fly freely from right to left, up to down. This is amazing! Kotori, this is amazing!
無茶しすぎ。テストにならないわよ。
In a fit of anger, Kotori attempted to pilot the glider from her own seat, so I reluctantly behaved myself for the rest of the flight. Landing. The glider flew extraordinarily well, but a more orthodox design might be better in terms of safety when landing and taking off. However, that's a small complaint for a superior glider that can do so much. I guess that's what it will take if I'm to hang with the morning glory.
おかえり。
I'm back, just the same as I left. I lightly spread both arms as if to declare my safe return. Those around us seemed puzzled.
で、どう？
It's very peaky, just as we thought. It's completely different from the last glider. You feel like a bird when you fly it. With this on our side, I think we'll be able to handle the morning glory.
でしょ？
Ah, our leader looks angry.
無事だったからいいけど、心臓に悪いからほどほどにしてもらいたいわね。
Sorry, I got the data I needed, so I doubt I'll have to fly like that again. Time to reflect. I personally had a blast, but it was not hard to tell how afraid the rest of those who watched had been. Not to mention that it would probably be best to avoid upsetting a leader to whom I still owe so much to.
時間もいい頃合いだし、引き上げましょうか。機体のチェックとちょっと調整もしたいし。
Understood.
集まってくれたみんな、ありがとう。遅れちゃってごめんなさい。見に来てくれてありがとう。
Ageha bowed her head with Anchan, Akari, Masatsugu, and the rest, and everyone took a picture to commemorate the occasion.
はーい、じゃあ撮るよ。
Ageha set the timer and quickly returned to her place within the group. Several seconds we waited. Avoiding everyone's notice, Ageha grabbed my hand in hers. In the span of less than a second, our eyes met. Even if you fly the morning glory, even if our dreams come true, even after that, we'll be together forever. The feeling of her hand and that thought went straight to my heart. I squeezed her hand back. Just like that, the picture taken showed us both with the best of smiles.
それじゃあお姉ちゃん来たから。
Kotori rode off in Hibari's car. Partly because of the fact that it's summer vacation, visits from Hibari that are normally only on weekends have become increasingly frequent. Today, my parents joined us for a meal. The Kazano twins, who apparently intends to tell their grandfather and school board chairman about the maiden flight of the glider, rides off in a chauffeured car. Anchan and company also returned home, leaving Ageha and I alone in the secret base. Ageha and I, just the two of us, and no one else, with nobody else coming. The air is heavy, as if something embarrassing just happened. We circled the glider while suddenly trying to avoid looking at each other. We'll need to see how high it can fly first. We have to figure out if it can reach 2,000 meters or not. There doesn't seem to be any abnormalities in the wings. Our walk around the glider gradually slows. Gradually, the distance between us narrows. We are both talking about the glider, but over time, the words stop making sense. And then, both of our bodies grew heavy. I really have no idea how many times I've kissed Ageha, but this is the first time that we've kissed each other without me being taken by surprise. Sighing with satisfaction, she pulls away from my face. Our eyes met. As if she sucked inside them, I found myself wanting to kiss her again. And then... What? Are you by chance trying to tell me that you like me? With a face that looked like a bullseye that been hit, Ageha averted her gaze. It's okay. Even if we become a couple, it's not like it means the end of the Soaring Club. You don't trust the others? It's tough. I've carried the baggage with me for 6 years now. If it could end so easily, it would be so painful. If you're really nervous about it, we don't have to flirt or do anything like that in public. Wouldn't that be okay? But times like this are the best. I put my arms around Ageha's shoulders. I really like you, Ageha. She replied with a kiss. That means it's okay. Yes. Got it. We can't let others see us at our most vulnerable. Just thinking of giving them material with which to tease us makes my head hurt. By the way, there is something I want to start doing for the time being. Once more, I want you to give me a reply. I like you. Please be my one and only. Well, okay then. Now I want to hear it from you. Hey! What on earth does that mean? Can't say it! But right now is the problem, right? So, when can you say it? When? Then I'm not going to listen. So now you want to say it? Just as Ageha was speaking, her phone rang suddenly. Was that her phone ringtone? Yeah, that was a nice ringtone. Ageha suddenly stiffened as if to get away from me. Her face changed from playful to serious. Ageha muttered in a daze. What's wrong? What? That's not enough time. We looked at the glider, sitting there without its main wings. Too soon! We still haven't finished testing. We don't yet know if these wings are strong enough to take the glider through the cloud corridor. Alright. Let's keep going. I'm pretty sure at this point it's probably best if I just try and finish it tonight, even if it means extending the stream. I really do feel like at this point we're closing in on the end. Especially because, as I mentioned towards the end of last stream, at the start of this stream, the main things that needed to get resolved are the secret that everyone's been hiding from me about the secret base, the thing no one wanted to talk to me about, which that got cleared up now. We still don't have Ageha's official response. I mean, she confirmed that we technically can be an item, but it's one of those things where we just can't really be public about it yet. And the Morning Glory, which is supposedly the day after tomorrow, so there should definitely be enough time. I might even finish by the usual stream time, but we'll just have to see. And again, even if not, I'll just keep going until this game is done, is the plan. So we return to the dormitory as quick as possible. First, we need to contact everyone. Kotori, sorry, we just got a call from the Observatory Club and... After we had contacted everyone, Ageha and I keep quiet in the silent dormitory. Has it finally come? I wonder if it really will happen. I wonder if everything will go according to plan. If we just had 3 more days, we could have tested whether it was possible to go above 2,000 meters. Okay. Quit messing around. She cutely pokes her tongue out, then heads out to the dormitory bathroom that she somehow knows the location of. The morning glory is coming. My dream. That sky's passage to pass through it. To that end, I have worked so hard this past year. But if it does actually come... Damn it! I start to tremble. Are these goosebumps caused by excitement or fear of flying a machine I'm not yet used to? About 2 hours later, everyone shows up at the dorm. Kotori returns after cutting short spending time with her family. The Kazano sisters also had to interrupt spending time with their grandfather. Ageha returns from home carrying bags with things to stay the night. Well, I guess that's okay. The number of people has increased, but in essence, it's the same people who camped out here together last year. She says, turning up without even saying hello, very much like her. Ageha holds up raw data that she has apparently received from the astronomy club. Amane and Yoru scrutinize the data. Let me update a tweet. Okay. There we go. And now, let's go back to this. Right. This is the time. The dormitory is empty, so everyone makes preparations to stay. Last year, the time we would stay over was decided beforehand, but this time was so last minute, it causes quite a commotion. Dinner and breakfast preparations, allotting shifts to check sky conditions, contingency plans should anything go wrong. We have a lot to do. And when it comes to this sort of thing, Ageha is the one we depend on.
ホタル、朝ちゃんは夜食の準備。ラジャー。夜ちゃんは天気図と空模様のチェック。天音先輩はできそうなことをやっててください。なんだそれは。そう言われても。
Ageha understands. In this situation, there isn't much for Amane to do.
私はじゃあ想定される気象状況に基づいてフライトプランを。葵と小鳥は早く寝なさい。待って、何か私にもさせてよ。あんたたちは寝るのが役目。たっぷり寝ておいて夜明け前に起きるのよ。ご飯食べて体ほぐして飛ぶ時が一番調子良くなるように。でもみんな頑張ってるのに。
No, resting is the best thing we can do. Do you want to fly in the morning glory having barely slept and being all groggy? That would be unwise. You understand that, right? From now, we will sleep and then, over 2 days, get our bodies to peak condition. Time it to when we think the morning glory will come. I've learned this from my experience in competition, so I'm used to this.
そう。
I make Kotori prepare for bed as she reluctantly concedes. As I push the wheelchair, Kotori turns around and looks apologetically at everyone busily working in the food hall. Okay then, good night.
おやすみ、葵。お、出番。葵に添い寝って。あんたはこっち。
As Hotori tries to follow after me, Ageha grabs her by the collar and pulls her back. Plucked up like a child. That's Hotaru.
眠れるかしら。
It's not happening tomorrow morning, so if we wake up really early here tomorrow, then tomorrow night we'll go straight to sleep.
そういうものなのね。ありがとう。頑張る。
I'm going to dream of the morning glory, flying through that passage of clouds. Make it a dream that comes true.
そうね。わかった。おやすみ。
Oyasumi. I also make preparations to sleep, then leave the room. It's been a year since then. So much has happened. Last year when, as now, we were waiting like this, I never would have thought that these things would happen. The garage was destroyed, the glider, having lost its home, was hidden in the dorm. For 1 year, the group remained resigned to that fact. Then, Asa and Yoru became part of the club. And then, that we would be able to fly the machine which we rebuilt. If you were to show the current me to the old me, the one who 1 year before last was riding bicycles, he probably wouldn't believe his eyes. I never imagined I would have an accident or that the accident would hurt my leg so much that I couldn't compete anymore, but because of that I found gliders and made new friends. The best friends I love. I even got a girlfriend, but she still hasn't told me that she feels the same way, so despite myself, I can't help but have a shadow over my heart. Alright, it's decided. If the morning glory really does happen, and if I can pass through there unscathed, I will have her say it. If I fail, she doesn't have to say a thing. This is what I will tell Ageha. If our long-held dream of this past year comes true, then my other dream should come true, right? I'm allowed to hope for that much, aren't I, God of the skies? I'm awoken by my alarm while it's still dark. What? As I expected, I'm incredibly sleepy. But I don't feel like I'm lacking in sleep. It's fine. If I had to fly straight from now, there would be no problem. It seems that everyone else is sleeping. The dorm is so quiet. And then I hear the sound of a wheelchair. Oh, you're awake too?
ダメね。あんまりよく眠れなかった。
I'm feeling good, so leave it to me.
ごめんね。お願いするわ。
Kotori, you've grown up, haven't you? You never used to be the person to say something like that.
何よその上から目線。でもそれなら葵くんだってそういうキャラじゃなかったのにな。
What kind of guy?
女ったらし。
In what way?
ホタルちゃんに朝にあかりさんとの噂もあったわよね。
Ah, that. So much has happened, it feels like ancient history now. Though it hasn't been a month yet.
もしかして私もハーレム要員として狙ってる？
No way, that will never happen.
侮辱されたと捉えるべきかしら。それともラッキーって思うべき？お兄のハーレム要員1号参上。
Where did you come from? Hey! I'm grabbed from behind. Is it just me, or has Hotaru's espionage skills improved?
見張りのローテーション。もうすぐ寝る。
Ah, okay. Rest well.
お兄のベッド借ります。仲がおよろしいことで。
Hey, wait a minute.
じゃれ合いはそのくらいにして来ていただけますか？
Yoru. She was positioned at a table with a computer in front of her.
おはようございます。
Thanks for all your hard work.
ありがとうございます。早速ですが、現時点で発生の予兆はありません。
Ah, okay. What's that screen? Some kind of program is running on the notebook computer, but the screen is completely black.
ライブカメラです。滑空場や秘密基地の屋根など、あちこちに気象センサー込みで設置してあります。
You did all that?
ええ、昨日のうちにアゲハ先輩や五十嵐さんたちと。
Ah, yeah, I thought you guys were up to something, so it was this.
私も手伝った。
I should have known. She really is something. So, it's not coming.
風は強め、気温低く、確かにデータ通り。27年前の気象状況によく似ているのですが。
So today we'll do altitude tests.
それが風がさらに強まりそうなのと低気圧の接近で午後から雨の可能性が。
Ah, jeez.
とりあえずホタルさんは寝てください。私はあと2時間したら交代です。
Thanks. You keep it up for just a little longer. For my part, I prepare breakfast so that everyone can eat it whenever they wake up. A little after that, it starts to brighten outside, but as Yoru said, the sky hangs heavy with clouds and a fairly strong wind is blowing. At the moment, nothing is happening, huh?
寝直してもいいかしら。
That won't do. Stay awake until sundown.
仕方ないわね。おはよ
Hey,
う。今日は来なかったか。よかった。
that's a good thing?
もちろん。だっていろいろ準備してたこと、今来られてたら間に合わなくなっちゃうとこよ。私これからその辺の最終打ち合わせに出てくるから。
Ah, Ageha.
何？
Because Kotori is next to us, I can't say it. When you get back, there's something I want to ask you, okay?
いいよ。それじゃあまた後で行ってきます。
Cool. I wave with a feeling of disappointment and watch Ageha leave. And then, the afternoon. I watch as a glider is taken out of the secret base and carried to the runway. The wind's picked up, hasn't it?
雲も暑いし雨降るわね。もうすぐ。
Last year, the sky was pretty rough. Similar to these conditions. I want to fly, though.
そうね。
If it was that flying area I always go to, the instructor would decline whether or not the flight would be cancelled. The instructor would decide whether or not the flight would be cancelled. But now there is only us. What should we do?
はーい、みんな。今日はここまで。引き上げるぞ。
Did something happen?
雨雲がすぐそこまで来てる。結構強いやつが海の方から。
Ah, well I guess we have to then. If the morning glory does come tomorrow, it's unfortunate that this would have to be the eve of the event. For things to develop like this, I can't describe how much it puts a damper on things. After we return to the secret base, raindrops begin to fall. That was close.
やれやれね。
Not being able to fly, I can't help but feel a little uneasy. Do you want to use the simulator?
それしかないわね。
Our mood before the real thing couldn't be worse. But right at that moment,
ひゃー、来た来た。
Ageha comes running in, dripping wet.
よし、こっちに戻してたね。よかった。出しっぱなしだったらどうしようかと。
The glider, you mean?
そうそうそう。みんなも手伝って。
Ageha pulls out an ultra small camera from her bag.
放送部からの提供だよ。全部で8個。飛ぶ邪魔にならないように場所を考えて取り付けて。
You want to do a live broadcast, do you?
もちろん。こんなイベント逃してはないって話持ちかけたら向こうもノリノリ。で、こっちが天文部からの依頼の精査ね。モーニンググローリー発生時の大気の状態を記録するの。
I guess you traded old weather data for those.
そういうこと。ギブアンドテイクってことで、今度はこっちが向こうにデータあげる番ってわけ。こちらは物理圏から頼まれた実験装置。生物圏と地理圏からもそれぞれ依頼が来てるよ。
Wow, that much?
宇宙ステーションでの実験なんか何年も先まで予約で埋まってるんだよ。それに比べればぬるいぬるい。
Is this what you told them?
そうそうそう。いろいろ機材使わせてもらったり、便宜測ってもらったりね。ここにいるからわからないだろうけど、学校の方だともう大注目されてるよ。夏休みなのに学園祭前夜って感じ。屋上でフライト観察ツアーってことで泊まり込もうとしてるのまで出てきてさ。
Is that gonna be okay? What if the school finds out? Especially Tobioka. We filmed him during the summer vacation, and we didn't have any trouble with him since then, so I felt at ease, but is that kind of commotion a little dangerous?
それは確かにあるけど、正式な部活動だから飛び丘には止める理由がないんだよね。だから大丈夫でしょ。
At that moment, I was probably the only person who saw the wild look in Ageha's eyes. If Tobioka tries to get in the way, I don't know what, but she will do something about it.
ほらほら、やることたっぷりだよ。みんな手を動かす。
At her prompting, we all hustled towards the glider.
そんなに注目されてたのね。
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm starting to get a bit excited.
実は私も。
A shiver runs through me. Kotori is the same, trembling with excitement. Wait, not excitement.
なんだか寒くない？
The AC.
あ、センサーに反応。外の気温ぐんぐん下がってる。
Yoru runs to the computer connected to the outside observation cameras. By the way, I think Kotori's getting sick. Just a hunch.
雨は上がってる。雨雲は通過。晴れ間が。でも風は強いままで、湿度高め、気温低下。
We all look at each other. The three precursors to the morning glory that we researched last year. 1. The day before there will be humid strong winds. Humidity high enough to put water drops inside a pub refrigerator. 2. At twilight on the day before, the eastern sky will turn purple. 3. It will become so cold that you can't believe it's still summer. Hold on. Is this real?
来るの
This time I shake with excitement for real.
大変です。外見てください。外。
It's time, guys. Wow. The rain has stopped. It's humid. A chilling wind continues to blow. We open our eyes wide. The eastern sky has turned a bluish-purple color. The western sky, where the sun is setting, is its usual orange color. Without question, the sun is there. But the eastern sky is also lit. As if it were near dawn, a faint color resides within.
だよね。
It's completely different from last year. An overwhelming feeling that this is a real thing. Yeah, it's coming. The morning glory is really coming. What we've been waiting for, what we've dreamed about, the passage of clouds will appear. Yes! We're gonna do it! And suddenly, the gloom that had been hanging over us is replaced by elation.
晩ご飯買い出し部隊出発します。行ってきます。あなた。
I know you don't mean me. To prepare for the evening, Asa and Hotaru go out shopping.
想定される風向きはこうです。ですから、こう離陸して、こっちへ旋回しながら行動を。なるほど。でも、去年もサーマル見つけるの大変だったみたいだし、何か。
For my part, I'm getting fired up about the flight plan.
よっしゃー
Shouting out the same way I did, Ageha hits her palm with her fist.
それじゃあ、もう一丁出かけてくるわ。これはもう、来るの確定ってことで、最後のお願いに。
What are you, a presidential candidate?
作業の方、お願いね。
Right. I take a quick look at everyone behind me. The coast is clear, you can do it. Hey Ageha, I have one thing I need to ask you.
ああ、朝なんか言ってたね。何？
Like, when I confessed her before, I take a deep breath. I'm going to fly, so... If I return in one piece, I'd like you to say those words to me. Ageha takes on a serious expression and looks straight at me. Waiting for 1 year, preparing for 1 year, my dream to fly, all of that, I'll dedicate to hearing you say those words. Isn't that enough? Even if I go that far, you won't say it?
それは。
Ageha's eyes begin to shake. She averts her gaze timidly. And then, in a voice almost crying,
いえ。
she whispers, Yes! My motivation soars. More than ever, to its highest point. Alright then, I'm going to fly, no question. I'm flying!
私も飛ばすから。
She says, turning red.
じゃあ、行ってくる。
As if running away, Ageha goes out. While watching her walk away, I softly make a fist and assume a pose of triumph. Alright, all that's left is to fly. But after that, unexpected obstacles come from unforeseen angles which endanger tomorrow's flight. That's what I'm saying. The first obstacle.
顧問としては、明朝のフライトは賛成できない。
Amane says out of the blue. The shopping group returns. It's dinner time. Ageha hasn't returned yet, but she sends an email saying to start without her, so we cook and start eating. After we finish, we'll take the glider to the runway, after which we'll take turns sleeping, keeping watch over the glider and checking the sky's condition, then wait until dawn and then take off. Right when we are discussing this plan and getting all excited, as usual, the Kazano sisters do their beauty an injustice by eating like pigs.
あまねちゃんからは何かある？
Kotori turns around, stops her mouth which looked like it would bite into the plate itself and looks absent-mindedly.
飛ばない方がいいと思うんだけどな。
What? Of course, the room goes dead silent.
どうしてそういうこと言うんですか？いや、危険だから。
Avani says timidly, but clearly while licking fried chicken off her fingers.
強風、乱気流、それに高度。まだそういうところを飛べるかどうかテストが万全じゃないからな。待ってよ、それも想定した上で設計したんだよね。なのになんで今になって。
Hold on, Kotori. Calm down. Let's hear what she has to say. I restrained Kotori while I myself am breaking into a cold sweat.
確かに去年私も飛んだ。しかし君たちの活動を外から見る立場になってみると、なんとも危うい、危ない、恐ろしい。
Amane says, honestly shaking.
それって責任逃れですか？いや、そうじゃなく、どう言えばいいのか。空を飛ぶのは確かに素晴らしい。でも命を懸けてまでやることじゃない。ましてただの部活動で。
Yoru can't think of a reply and falls silent. Asa also tries to protest but can't find the right words and becomes quiet.
でも飛びたいの。
Kotori bursts out irrationally.
そのためだけにこの1年やってきたんだから。1年待って待って待ち続けたものがやっと明日来るのよ。あまねちゃんだって分かってるでしょ、私たちの思い。痛いほど分かっている。それでもだ、私は顧問だ、先生なんだ。君たちを危険にさらすわけにはいかない。もう誰にもいなくなってほしくないんだ。
Kotori glares at Amane, who scratches her cheek awkwardly.
何、30年待てばまた次のチャンスは来る。ここは引いてくれないか。
Ah, she's lost it.
待てるわけないでしょ、今しかないのよ。
Right, now or never. I slowly opened my mouth. Until now I was sorting out my thoughts. No, that's not it. I wasn't thinking. I was sorting out my feelings and stealing on my resolve. I'm sorry, Amane. No matter what happens, we are going to fly. The one who taught us about gliders, the one who showed us the dream of the morning glory, that was you. I would have you take responsibility for that. So if the morning glory occurs, no matter what happens, we will fly.
そうよ、飛ぶんだから。君たちも同じか？はい。先生の言うことは理解はできますが、この流れで反対したらこちらが悪者ですよね。
I am prepared for the risk of being injured or worse. No matter how much we say it's fine, I know it won't make any difference. I don't want to cause any trouble for you, so if you decide that it's impossible, I'll turn back.
本当に？すぐそこに目的のものがあってもか？
Even if the morning glory is in front of my eyes, even if I'm 100 meters in the air, if you say so, I will turn back.
本当だな。約束だぞ。破ったらさすがの私も怒るぞ。死ぬまで死なすぞ。
Jesus. She will kill me until I die. Okay. Okay, I will be killed until I die. That's fine. Right. I'm probably walking the same path Amane walked last year. Just as long as I can fly in morning glory. After that, all that's left. Flying by itself is of course amazing, but if I'm able to fly tomorrow, will I be able to let go of my emotions and turn back if it's dangerous like Amane? It's the fact that I understand this that means that today I will fly. I will fly with these wings that I could only have at this moment.
君たちは羨ましいよ。
So,
先生として危ないところへ行けと言えないのは分かってほしい。ただどうしてもと全員が一丸となって行動されたら私一人では止められないのは仕方ないよな。やった！
alright. Yay, say the Kazano sisters with a clap. Great. This way, all obstacles have been cleared. Then, as we were all in high spirits, a second obstacle appears. Or perhaps it's better to say, a bomb was dropped on us. Kotori answers her cell phone and takes on a strange expression. She heads to the dock and starts talking. From her way of speaking, she clearly isn't talking to someone she's close to. It's definitely not Hibari, family, or Ageha, so who is it? She suddenly raises her voice, so we all get a start. As Kotori talks, she walks back towards us and, motioning with her hands, requests something to write with. As soon as a memo pad and pen is passed to her, she begins scribbling a person's name. Who is this? I tilt my head as Kotori keeps writing. Runway. Runway? Ah, I remember. It's the name of the owner of the land the runway is on. Mowing lawns, fixing winches, a person who does that kind of work. I have met him a few times. Just the other day, when returning from the association, Kotori and Amane went to say hello. We all lose color. The person who owns the runway is refusing permission. Kotori, turning pale, scribbles with her pen. Tobioka. What? Tobioka? Tobioka has come here and got involved? After she hangs up, Kotori is completely pale. What happened?
Soaring Club の生徒たちが若気の至りでこの悪天候の中極めて危険なフライトに挑戦しようとしている。私は教師としてそれを止める義務がある。
Crap, he has us on this one like he's actually not wrong.
事故があれば土地を使わせていたあなたにも責任が及ぶ。ですから彼らが今夜無茶できないようにウインチを使えなくしてほしいと言われた。ですって。
What the hell is that?
天気がいい時に使うのは今まで通りで構わないけど、今日みたいな危ない日には遠慮してもらいたいって飛岡の思い通りのこと言ってきたわ。
Oh man.
ひどいよ。やられたわね。
Yeah, he got us good.
静かにしてたのもこのタイミングを狙っていたんだわ。
Damn it! Amane's resistance we can overcome with force of will. But if we can't use the winch, physically there is nothing we can do. If we can't use the winch to tow the glider strongly and quickly, it can't take off. Is there anything we can do?
そんな目で見られても。 ヨルちゃん、あの大きな風車の先にワイヤー引っ掛けて、それで持ち上げて回って飛ぶのはどうかな。 大きな投げ縄でも作って引っ掛けるつもり？引っ張ってもらうならブレードが最上部にある時に引っ掛けないといけないけど。あの高さまでどうやってワイヤー飛ばすの？発想は悪くなかったぞ。よしよし。
So there's nothing we can do? This can't be the end. Not like this. Not like this! If there are people still in the chat at the moment, I'd ask them to give me the not like this emote. Not like this! We've come this far. We've worked so hard. It can't end like this! I put all my final hopes on Ageha and Collar. She returns after a while. It seems as if she hurried because despite the cold, she is panting and sweating.
大変なことになったわね。戻るついでに滑走路を見てきたわ。確かにウインチ使えなくされてた。操作盤に鍵かけるだけじゃなくて部品取り外されてて、無理やり鍵外してもあれじゃ使えない。それも鳥岡の差し金でしょうね。ごめん、私のせいかもしれない。協力仰ぐためにあちこちに話してたから。でもそれなら私だってひばり姉に話してるし、校内でもソアリング部動いてるって言っちゃってたし。私たちも祖父に話していますから、そちらから伝わった可能性がゼロじゃありません。おじいちゃん、私たちの不利になることは言わないと思うけどな。
No, but even if they don't mean to, if an ill-willed person wants to obtain that information, they'll get it out of them. Even me. I can't guarantee that I didn't let it slip somewhere. Let's not worry about whose fault it is. Everyone could be at fault, or none of us.
そうね、不毛なだけだわ。それよりどうするか考えましょう。
But even if you say that, without the winch, we're at an impasse. There must be some way.
ごめん、今は何も。
Even Ageha can't think of anything. So this really is the end? Finished. My dream, everyone's dream, our goal, our efforts, everything was pointless, meaningless, a failure. Kotori begins to cry. As if prompted by this, Asa and Yoru start crying too. Their eyes turn red and their noses run. I also have to use all my strength not to fall to my knees.
泣かないで。
Like I would cry over this. Damn it. And so, at the precipice, right on the verge of our adventure, is over. I could hear Tobioka's high-pitched laughter. What was that sound?
メール来た。
As Ageha's eyes look at the display, her eyes light up.
よし、
What?
ちょっと出てくる。
Huh? Wait, hey! She disappears without giving me a chance to ask what the mail was.
何？どうしたの？
She, like, when I asked if there wasn't anything we could do, she said, there's nothing. For the moment. For the moment. So, later there will be. She'll find something. So the email she just got... What was that? An email from
ごめん、
Ageha.
言うの忘れた。明日に備えて休んでおいて。ダメだったらごめん。
Prepare for tomorrow, if you can't? There's no doubt about it. She plans on doing something.
何なのよ。
Alright, time to sleep. In Ageha's will to protect the secret base, our place, the Soaring Club, I'm going to put my faith in that. Easier said than done. That was, as expected, the only problem. As predicted, even after laying down, it seems everyone wasn't able to ease their anxieties enough to really sleep. I was the only one who slept soundly.
あんた大物よね。
I've just bet everything on Ageha, that's all. Even if I was to lose my cool, the situation wouldn't change, right?
それができるのが大物なのよ。あるいはとびっきりのバカかね。で、どうなのかしら？
I think the time has come. It's a bit before dawn. I take a look outside. Whoa! Wow! The eastern sky is beginning to light up as dawn is approaching. The wind, having not changed since yesterday, is as strong as ever. In the sky, there is a thin line of clouds that are catching the first sun rays. Thin, long, unusually long, stretching above our heads to the limit of our eyesight towards the direction of the lake.
あれよ、来たんだわ。間違いないな。あれがモーニンググローリー。すごい。
Ah, it's Ageha.
起きてる？
Yeah, I just woke up. I'm looking at the sky.
それなら話は早いわ。準備して。
To fly? Are we going to be able to fly? She yells so loud it feels like it travels through my head to the opposite ear. Ageha returns riding on a bicycle, hands free at that.
みんな聞いて。飛べるわ。
What?
本当に飛べるの？ええ。
Let's go, Ageha. I knew I could count on you.
急いで説明します。
Ageha stands in front of the whiteboard.
物質を貸してもらっているツーリング部の皆さんのご協力をいただき、
Her connections, let's go. She draws two rectangles on the board.
出どころはあえて言わないけれど、04仕様の車を2台ドライバーごと手配してもらって、それに引いてもらって飛びます。その手がありましたか。04って何
04って何?
停車している状態から400メートルまで自動車で走るレース。陸上の100メートル走を車でやるものと思って。それ用に改造した車だからダッシュ力がすごいの。
They're not made for pulling though. We'd have to make modifications. Are the owners okay with that?
そこをクリアするためのツーリング部とこの私。
I want to ask her exactly how she managed to do this. I'll leave that until after.
それがいけるかどうかを確かめるので学校行ってたの。で、実験と計算の結果、ウインチ使ったのと同じだけ高く飛ぶのが可能。実際、自動車栄光っていう離陸の仕方もあるの。これが最後の手段よ。
Overwhelmed, everyone stays silent for a while.
ぶっつけ本番になるから、葵と小鳥、あなたたち次第だけど。
Leave it to me.
やるわ。
Ore no makasero! We almost say it at the same time.
危ないと思うんだけど。
Amane, as expected, says the same thing as yesterday. As our supervisor, it's normal that you would say that. But sorry, if this is the only way, I will gladly take this option.
止めても無駄なんだろうね。
We nod our heads, and Amane, smiling bitterly, withdraws. Alright, let's get ready. Quickly, people! Everyone begins moving all together. I look back at Ageha. Ageha. Thank you. I'll fly. I'm going to fly, so I'm going up there. If I return, when I return. And then she might break out crying any second, she nods her head. Oh, here we go.
こっちこっち。
Two cars, clearly different from normal cars, approach.
おっす姉さん。
来たわね。これよ。ワイヤーつないで。急いで。
Hurry! In the sky, the morning glory gradually changes shape, becoming its true form. It will only show itself for a brief time. I have to fly before that happens. The first to notice is Kotori. A car separate from the touring clubs approaches at a rapid pace and takes up a position blocking the road. Tobioka!
お前らまさかと思ったが。
I'm sorry, sir. The sky is amazing, isn't it? We're going to go up there.
いや許さん。そんな危険な真似させるわけにはいかん。知っているぞ。そのグライダーはろくなテストもしていないのだろう。そんなものでこんな風の強い日に飛ぼうだなんて許可できん。うちの生徒にもう二度と事故を起こさせるわけにはいかんのだ。
先生、私飛びたいんです。
他にも自分を実現する方法なんていくらでもある。
勝手に決めないで。
I stop Kotori, who looks as if she will plow into Tobioka with her wheelchair. I understand that you're worried about us. That you would come out at this time to stop us. You really are that worried about us, aren't you? It definitely is a dangerous undertaking. If an accident happens, we can't take it back. So you're not mistaken in what you say.
そうだろう。
But I raise my voice. We are mistaken. We are taking actions which are probably a mistake. But we are still going to fly. Even if it means going against our teachers, receiving punishment, getting expelled, I am prepared to face any consequences. I point towards the sky. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fly in this sky. So if I have to be expelled and become a delinquent, I'm fine with that. So if you don't mind, I'll be forcing my way through.
ええ、私たち行きます。
望月、お前も何か言え。
いやー、私は新米教師でおまけに非常勤なんで、ベテランの飛岡先生が止められないもの、私じゃ無理です。
I can't believe it. Amani took such a sly way out. Yeah, take that.
それなら私も言わせてもらう。
Tobioka breaks into a defiant smile.
ああ、車のキーがどこかへ行ってしまった。助けを呼んで動かしてもらうにしても時間がかかるな。
Tobioka's car is still in a position blocking the road. There is only one road up the hill leading to the secret base. As things are there is no way we can move the glider to the other bank.
どうします姉さん。
あの邪魔な車、脇に動かせる？
人の車に手をかけるなら警察呼ぶぞ。
さすがに警察は運が悪いですぜ。
そうだと。滑走路だって所有者が使うなと言っているのを無理に使うなら不法侵入で警察だぞ。もしうちの生徒が押しかけてくるようならそうしてくれと言ってあるんだ。
どこまで意地悪なのよ。先生、そこをどうにか。
We don't have any more time. In the sky, the morning glory has almost completely taken shape. In the eastern sky, the sun has also showed itself. From now, we have to take the glider to the opposite runway, put it together, maybe deal with the owner's protests. If I think about it, if we don't move now, we won't make it.
そんな。
Ageha. Over there! Why don't we go there? I don't point to the runway on the opposite shore of the lake. I point in a different direction. I often thought we could use that place when I was riding past on my bike.
あそこ？でも、そうね。 ちはあるか。
The bridge that crosses the lake. Because it's in the opposite direction of Tobioka's car, we'll be able to move. It's only a little distance from the runway.
よし、あっちへ。
Ageha starts contacting people on her cell phone. We all turn our attention to the glider now in the back of a trailer.
おい、何を考えている。よせ、やめないか。
We ignore Tobioka and keep working.
こんな。
Finally, Tobioka's anger reaches its peak and he jumps at us.
おっと。
Utta! Let's go, Anchan! My boy Tatsuya. A hand comes from behind to stop him. Anchan!
五十嵐。
飛岡先生、お久しぶりです。
Igarashi, himself an old boy from Keifu, gently stops Tobioka and walks in front of him.
五十嵐、そいつらは滑走路ですらないところから飛ぼうとしている。危険すぎる。止めるんだ。
そうなのか。
Yes, we don't have time to explain.
先生の言う通り、危険だぞ。
I understand that, but I look right into Anchan's eyes.
そうか。本音を言えば、俺だって止めたい。万全とは言えないからな。だが、ここまでやってきたお前たちが失敗するとも思えないんだよな。
Anchan. He grabs my shoulders tightly.
背中を押してやるのも兄貴分の務めってやつだ。
Oh my god. Let's go.
一生に一度の舞台だ。思いっきり飛んでこい。
My boy. This is it, guys. He shakes out Tobioka and walks over to us. According to Ageha, she contacted the touring club and had the entrance to the opposite side of the lake blocked off. So we won't have to worry about cars coming in the opposite direction, be that as it may. Whoa. It definitely looks like we'll be able to fly. But the road isn't smooth and it's not a straight path. I wonder if it will actually take off.
これは
Everyone finds it difficult to hide their unease.
本当に大丈夫なのか。怖い。
I'm struck with a lack of confidence in my own idea. If we can't fly like this...
飛びなさい、葵。
Ageha?
このためにこの1年頑張ってきたんでしょ。機体は万全。私たちが作ったんだから。事故なんて起きない。葵と小鳥が飛ぶんだから。それが私たちソアリング部1年間の成果よ。自信持ちなさい。全部準備できてるの。あとは葵が気合い入れて飛べばいいだけだから。飛べ。これ命令ね。
For a moment, everyone stares blankly.
ちょっとなんでそんなに偉そうなのよ。
As usual, Kotori starts up. To which Ageha says,
だって葵は私のものだから。
then she grabs me by the neck. Forcefully, our lips touch. Or should I say, she forces her lips on mine. Without thinking, my back straightens, my hands go stiff, and I claw at the air. With a look of satisfaction, Ageha removes her lips. My brain goes completely blank. Ageha looks around at everyone, full of confidence.
こういうこと。誰か文句ある？
Everyone shakes their head.
それじゃあ私の葵行きなさい。
Okay.
さっさと飛んでさっさと帰ってきなさい。無事に戻ってきたらまたしてあげる。
Got it. I'll definitely come back. In one piece. Ageha.
葵。 私のこと忘れてるでしょ。
Oh, whoa, hey guys, what's up? How long have you guys been there? No, I'm kidding.
もうごちそうさまです。胸焼けします。カップルってこうなんだね。これは悪い例。真似しようなんて思っちゃダメだからね、姉さん。いいな、あーちゃん。
Okay, Kotori, let's go. When I try to place Kotori in the passenger seat, she turns away.
ああ、すみません。五十嵐さん、私を乗せていただけません？だって他の女の子に触らせちゃアゲハに悪いし。
Yeah, you're right. Hey, wait a minute. Ah, well, preparations are completed. The canopy is closed. Asa and Ageha raise the right and left wings.
風速、風向き、問題なし。これならいけますね。あんたたち準備いい？
よし、オッケーっす。
ランウェイイズクリア。よーし、それじゃあカウントダウン10秒前。
In front of us, the modified car's engines begin to roar. Alright, let's go!
3、2、1、ゴー！行ってこい、私の葵。ついでに小鳥も。ついでって何よ。
With a clunk, the machine begins to move. Ageha, if I come back, you have to say those words.
まず戻ってくることね。いっけー。
As the glider begins to move, she releases her hands, as if giving the machine a push. And then she cups her mouth with both hands and yells something. She isn't near the intercom, so I can't hear what she's saying. The glider suddenly starts accelerating. I pull the joystick, feel that old sensation of G-force, then we rise. It's different to a winch, so the timing at which to cut the wire is... Cut the towing cord! Alright, success! The towing power is removed, and now the machine is only using the wind to climb. Above the bridge over the lake, the parked cars look like specks, become smaller, the bridge itself becomes a thread. On the ground, flashes of light flicker. In the next moment, a little above the glider, a wide, thin belt of smoke, like a curtain, unfolds.
科学部花火研究会合同更新の作よ。煙の動きでサーバル見つけて。
This is also Ageha's work. Thank you! The thin belt of smoke twirls in the wind and changes shape. Using this as a beacon, finding a rising air current is simple. Above the lake, the glider rises even higher.
急いで、お願い。消える前に間に合って。
Please, blow wind, upwards! Please! I take the feelings we have felt all year, put them into a voice, and throw it at the god of wind.
すごい雲ね。これがモーニンググローリー。
お、いました。あかりさん、あそこ白いのが。
小さいわね。双眼鏡貸して。なんだか高さが足りないようだけど、間に合うのかしら。
ええ、大丈夫でしょう。
わかるの？
だって葵とアゲハですよ。昔っからあいつらが組んでできなかったことってないんですから。スライケー、もっと上がれー。
真似してみただけよ。それとも私の応援じゃ効果ないかしら。
抜群です。でもやっぱ一番効果あるのは
God, this thermal is weak.
旋回しましょう。別なのを探して。
We don't have time. Come on, please climb.
小鳥、ちょっと耳閉じて。
Are you joking? I hear a hissing noise. The speaker shrills loudly. I get assaulted by a sudden ringing headache. Ageha's voice is loud, but everyone else, I can hear just as clearly. They're amazing. Voices. Oh! As if to answer everyone's prayers, the thermal provides the ascending air current everyone was waiting for. Yeah! We grab onto it with our new wings. The glider reaches an even higher altitude. We can do this! As the flight plan dictated, we make a large turn and take a bearing towards Mount Kubai. We only have one chance with the timing, but at the moment I have no doubt that we will succeed. Then finally, it's come! It's here! Yes! Kotori and I are overcome with emotion. Our eyes turn to the astounding view below us. Yeah, we just got to the morning glory. No problems with the glider. Flight is going smoothly. When I transmit this over the radio, I hear a cheer break out from everyone on the other end. For a while, we fly like this, but... So, Ageha, I have a question. You said something before when we were taking off. What did you say? What? That's awful! That's unfair! I'll make you say it! You promise to say it when I get back, right? If you don't, I will punish you. I've decided I'll tickle you until you cry out an apology. You would bring that up at a time like this? That's not something you say in front of people.
そこのバカ夫婦？操縦こっちでやるから2人だけで続きをどうぞ。出なきゃ恥ずかしいんでやめてちょうだいね。突き落とすわよ。
Sorry.
ごめん、テンション上がってた。私としたことが。
You've always been like that, right?
葵と一緒にしないで。
What? You're the lonely girl.
葵じゃないから一人で出たってどうってことないです。
I'll never forget that incident with the teddy bear.
ああ、もう人が夢叶えようとしてる時にいい加減にして。
Whew. You got it, boy, novel. You got it. And then, in the evening of that day,
さてそろそろかな。そろそろ。あ、出た。
では地域のニュースです。今朝地元の学生たちが極めて珍しい雲の撮影に成功しました。これがその映像です。
なんだい、アゲハや葵くんは映らないのかい。この後
すごいですね。
この横に長い雲はモーニンググローリーと呼ばれ、オーストラリアで発生することは知られていましたが、それがこのように日本で発生するとは。
説明はいいからさ、ほらほら、うちの子たち映しておくれよ。お母さんうるさい。
これは本当に貴重な映像ですよ。
これを撮影した学生たちは自作のグライダーで飛んだんだそうですよ。しかもそのパイロットの一人は歩行が不自由で日常的に車椅子を使っており、
映ったと思ったら小鳥ちゃんか。あの子美人だもんね。あ、後ろ葵くんだよ。
yeah, there's just me in the back.
こうして見ても男前だね。いいお婿さんになるよ。その日が楽しみだよ。卒業したらすぐかな。だからお母さんうるさい。私まだ諦めてないからね。
Yeah. I think it would be best if you do give up. The hot summer began to cool and a new school term began.
ニュース見たよ。すごいね、ハバネさん。テレビデビューだよ。ソアリング部有名人になってるよ。ああ、ありがとう。なんか元気ない？なんというか燃え尽きちゃったかな。いろいろだるいの。あらら。それにどうにも気力が吸われて、あいつらに。
おーす、久しぶり。見たぜニュース。すげえな、ソアリング部。
Nah, it's nothing special, really.
姫木も映ってたよな。
いやいや、どうもどうも。
で、水瀬とついたと。水瀬、この野郎羨ましいやつ。
Nah.
いやいや、まあそういうことで、 彼氏できました。ありがと
Hey, hey, don't say that so loud.
う。にゃーん、葵だって嬉しいくせにね、甘すぎて胸焼けが。なんかいいな。私も彼氏作るかな。ソアリング部は毎週土曜日飛行練習してます。興味ある人見に来てね。元気よね。
Firecracker as always.
ソアリング部は毎週土曜日飛行練習してます。興味ある人見に来てね。入部も歓迎だよ。お、呼んだ。そうなの、元気いっぱいなの。
Oh, this is just the beginning. We're going to be flying for a long time. Everyone, the sky is wonderful.
なんなのこのテンションのさ。いやー、新しい目標があるからかな。
Right, Ageha. So, what is it going to be?
また始まった。何のこと？
Just listen to this. No matter how long I wait, she refuses to tell me she likes me.
ここまで来たら行ったら負けみたいな感じでさ。え、まだ行ってないわけ？ありえないよ、あそこまでしておいて。
お父さん、何回見てるんです、その場面ばっかり。
娘を持っていかれて悲しめない父親がいるか。
葵くんじゃないの。変な男よりずっといいわよ。
このグライダーは慶風学園ソアリング部の皆さんが自分たちで改良したもので、
おっと、これはこれは。
Hell yes.
映画のワンシーンのようですね。
あんなとこをテレビで流されておいて今更かよ。
爆発しやがれよお前ら。
Ageha, say it!
明日で世界が終わるっていう時になったら言ってあげる。
No, now! Say it right now!
葵。
Sue? Sue?
スズの金属特性ってなんだ？
Ah, how cruel can you be?
葵のそういう顔、かわいい。
So don't say that! Suki!
硫黄とウラン、カリウムと要素。
At least I can say it, you know, that I love you. I can say it anytime and anywhere.
いつまでもずーっと一緒だよ。いい加減にしなさい、あんたら。
And there we have it. The Ageha ending is complete. So we never really did get to hear it from her, which kinda sucks, but it was still a really happy ending. We got to the morning glory, and I did end up with her in the end anyways. And instead of like a more serious thing, it's like more of like a more playful thing. So I can still approve of it. As I mentioned before, I likely at this point won't be streaming the other endings. I'll be dabbling into it, of course, on my own time, but I've decided it's probably not something for the stream. There are a few other games that I can probably play in this game's stead, as the wait for A Sky Full of Stars. you know, as that goes on. Obviously, that game is launching next month, which again is coming up really soon. Like, as a matter of fact, December is just 1 week away. And so, I don't know when exactly in December. There hasn't been a confirmed release date, but I'll definitely be on that. So to those of you guys who definitely enjoyed watching this, you can definitely look forward to that. This game was literally amazing to say the least. Like, I gave it a 9 out of 10 before based on the ending, and I'm definitely ending it off with a 10 out of 10 visual novel. Because all of its like weaker points, which was literally just occasionally some really, I guess like iffy-ish 3D models and renders. Like, other than that, everything else was like really good. And of course the other small nitpicky thing were the several typos throughout, but that's more of an issue of translation than anything else. And sometimes translation can get a bit weird, but overall definitely an amazing game. And yeah, I'll definitely be, you know, poking into a couple of the other endings on my own time. Or if anything, who knows, I might just record the endings on my own-ish and just upload them to YouTube or something to finally have more of a purpose for my YouTube channel. I'll see how it goes, for sure, but this is definitely the end of the If My Heart Had Wings streams. Next time I'll be coming back with Twilight Princess in full effect, and I'll think about what to do for next time. Or I might just continue on with Twilight Princess until I finish that. It all depends, but definitely had an amazing time with this game. And it's definitely stands now as one of my favorite visual novels of all time, if alongside DDLC, which again achieved definitely equal greatness while being much shorter. But in terms of satisfaction with romance, this game definitely has DDLC beat by like miles. Like, it's not even a fair comparison. But either way, that is going to end off the stream. So take care, everyone, and I'll catch you all next time for Twilight Princess. Kyo out.